Here are my top 10 gifts for makers, but I had a hard time stopping at 10, so we made it a maker's dozen. Hi there, I'm Anja from Peony in Time, and Christmas is seriously my favorite time of year, so I thought it would be really fun to do a gift guide. But I wanted to do a gift guide that was specifically geared towards makers. And this includes like knitters, crocheters, DIYers, basically, or even just people who just, you know, enjoy the fiber arts or want to be cozy. I've tried to include kind of a wide range of options, and so we have like a number of different options and then a lot of different price points. So I think the lowest gift starts at about $9.99 and then the most expensive one is $150 and then just everything ranging in between. So no matter what your price point is or what your interest is, I think if you're into any sort of making, DIY, or just into the cozy lifestyle in general, there'll be something in here for you. All right, so none of the items on this list are sponsored. These are all just things that I have purchased with my own money or that I have received as a gift to myself over the last year or two and have just genuinely loved. Every item on this list is something that I'm genuinely super excited about and has really like gone the distance and in like quality or just general awesomeness. So yeah, all of these things are items that I love and use myself, and I thought it would be really fun to share in case, you know, you love them too. Okay, to find the items, if you click the little show more button right below this video, it'll do a little drop down and show you links to each of the items that I talk about in this list. And a number of the companies were also generous enough to send coupon codes. So I'll put the coupon codes up on the screen here, and then I'll also have all of those listed below. So you can get a little discount on that holiday goodness. All right, let's get right into it. So number one is the Jimmy Beans Wool Namaste Maker Backpack. Kind of a long name, but a really fantastic product. Honestly, I did not think that as an adult I would be as excited about a backpack as I am. This thing is seriously high quality. And if you want to hear all of my thoughts and feelings about it, I'll link below my review video where I just really go into detail about everything. But honestly, I'm just blown away by the quality of this. Everything from the zippers to the fabric, the materials, everything is so high quality, and even down to the little things like the pockets. You can tell that someone actually sat down and was like, what would someone be using this pocket for? Like, how much space do we need? Everything just is perfect and wonderful. And it's specifically designed for makers. So they have some really fun details, like there's a yarn guide inside, so you can stash your project inside and then, you know, have the yarn safely come out of there. Just a few of the fun details about it. So like I said, it's been designed specifically for makers. It's made out of like really sturdy vegan leather, so many pockets. On the inside of the backpack, there is a padded laptop pocket, 2 interior water bottle pockets, zippered pocket in there, and then a lot of places to keep your pens, phone, wallet, just any little accessories you might have. On the outside, on the front, there are 3 nice big pockets here to keep everything you need organized, with little organizer pockets inside, 2 exterior water bottle pockets, and then the backpack straps are really adjustable and made out of really nice heavy duty material. I love them. They're also self-contained here, so you don't have like dangling straps coming down at you. There's also this really handy luggage strap across the back of it, and you can slip that right over your rolling luggage handle, like when you're walking through the airport or traveling in general. You can also see on the website, I'm definitely not the only one who's loving this. There are so many just amazing reviews on the website. Everyone I've talked to who has one and has been using one has just been blown away by how awesome it is. They also have a bunch of different colors that it comes in. I basically want one in every color now. It's kind of a problem. The only downside to these backpacks being so popular is that they said they don't do discounts at all because they really can't even keep them in stock. But the exciting news is that they offer to do a giveaway with the backpack, so stay tuned for details on that. We'll be doing a backpack giveaway really soon, so I'm really excited about that. Side note, if you don't think your maker friend is really gonna be into a backpack, or if you're not really into backpacks, they have so many other options on their website and all of them are fantastic. I also have their maker train case, which is just wonderful. So yeah, they have so many options and they're all amazing. All right, so number 2 on the list is this set of ChowGoo interchangeable needles. Guys, I love these so much. For years, I've just been buying the single circular needles because I didn't want to spring for the entire interchangeable pack. I finally made the plunge a few months ago, and oh my gosh, I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. I love them. They're wonderful. Okay, so the cables are all made from surgical grade stainless steel that is memory free, and I cannot stress how awesome that is. I don't know if you've worked with low quality circulars before, but sometimes the cables get like kinked and you can't get your project to move around easily on it. It's seriously so frustrating, and that never happens with these. It's so wonderful. Also, they have like handy little T-shaped tightening keys to get to make sure that the interchangeable needles are really securely on there, and they stay put. Like once you tighten them down, they're not going anywhere. So you don't have to have any worries about the cables eventually like working loose while you're working on your project. I've had that happen before with other interchangeables, and it's not pleasant. Another really cool feature is the needle tips have a lifeline hole, so it makes it super easy to add in lifelines in case you're doing any, intense lace work and you don't want to have to rip everything out in case you make a mistake. There are also some really fun little accessories, like they include some stitch markers, a needle gauge, a little ruler, just some fun little stuff too. So I've included below the Amazon link to the exact set that I got. And at the time of filming here, it's only $112, which I think is such an amazing deal. There are 13 different needle sizes in here. So, I mean, that's just such a good price. That's less than $10 a set. Basically, I've been using these constantly since I got mine. I'm so glad that I finally treated myself to a set, and I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. Super big fan. Okay, number 3, one of my honestly very favorite companies, and that is Firls Crochet. I've worked with this company for a while now, and I really just could not love them or trust them more. They're just the best, honestly. And they have found this wonderful balance between a product that just functions super well. They've also done, and by product I mean crochet hook. These crochet hooks just function so well. They've done a ton of research, so they're really healthy for your hands. As crocheters and crafters, we can have carpal tunnel issues. Anyhow, and also, these things are just like works of art. They're so beautiful. I'm a beginner crocheter. I'm not even that good at it yet, but every time I see them on their website, I'm like, I need to collect them all. They're all so gorgeous. All right, and you can see from their website here too, they just have a bunch of different styles of hooks as well, made out of different materials. They're different weights, different colors. So you're just, but they're all so gorgeous. Like you're just guaranteed to find something that you're going to love and that works well for you. They also have just really, they just have really done their research, and they stand behind their products so well. I just completely trust them. Okay, for the second part of number 3, I know this is getting out of control. Firls just started making knitting needles, and I'm so excited about it. Again, if you want to see my full review, I'll link my review video with all my thoughts and feelings about their knitting needles. But basically, I really love these things. They're just so beautiful and wonderful. I had basically given up on knitting with straight needles because it's so uncomfortable. It's awkward. It was just a really poor experience. These, again, they brought their good design and their beautiful taste into making these. I enjoy knitting with straight needles again. Okay, next on the list, and maybe one of the most perfect things for makers, is hand-dyed yarn. And I couldn't pick just one because I know so many wonderfully talented dyers. So numbers 4, 5, and 6 are actually 3 different wonderful hand dyers that I know. Everybody has kind of their own unique style, so I figured by having 3 options, you'd definitely find something that you would love. Okay, so hand-dyed yarn I think is just such a perfect gift for makers because they're also beautiful. We all want them, but I personally have a hard time buying them for myself because they're a little more pricey. Absolutely worth it. A lot of hard work and artistry goes into these things, and they're usually made with really high quality fibers. So I want them, but it feels bad. But I feel badly sometimes spending more money like that on something that feels like a selfish knitting project. So this is the perfect opportunity to spoil the maker in your life with something that they really want, but maybe felt a little bad getting for themselves. So first off is my friend Lindsay over at Hello Stella. Lindsay just has flawless taste, basically. She just dyes the most beautiful colorways. I've been a huge fan of her work for a long time. She's also just the most delightful person. So I had to make sure that she was on my list to tell you guys about. Number 2 is Explorer Knits. This is my good friend Allie. Again, Allie, just a delightful person. And again, wonderful, wonderful taste. Her colorways are so lovely. She includes a lot of nature themed colorways and is always just coming up with wonderful, wonderful ideas. I love it. Third on the list is Jake from Is That Ken Yarns. Jake, again, just a delightful human and impeccable taste. So yeah, love all of these people and their work. So between these three, I know that you're gonna find something really, really gorgeous that you feel like is just a great fit for your maker. All right, and talking about hand-dyed yarns leads perfectly into number 7 on my list, which is a ball winder. Okay, seriously, this thing is a complete game changer, because if you're getting nicer yarn, it oftentimes comes wrapped as a hank instead of like a skein like you would normally get just from Joann's or something. And if you try to just knit directly from this, it's basically impossible. It's super frustrating. It gets tangled like crazy. So that's where this thing comes in super handy. You can wind your own beautiful yarn cake in like 3 minutes. Plus it's super, super fun. It's kind of addicting. If you get one, I promise you will probably want to just like cake up every skein of yarn that you have in your house. This one is the Stanwood Needlecraft Yarn Winder. This is the one that I personally use. It's a little bit pricier. At the time of filming, it's about $73 on Amazon. I'll have the link below. Honestly, I think it's totally worth it. You can find some cheaper options out there, but they tend to be a little bit finickier and don't tend to last as long. This thing is made out of, I'm not sure if this is like cast iron, but it's super, super tough. So this is held up wonderfully. I've had it for a number of years now. I've never had a single glitch with it. And yeah, I'm confident this is gonna last for a really, really long time. So yeah, I think it's a super good investment. Okay, number 8 is a great companion gift for the last one, or is something that you could buy separately and is wonderful. And that is a yarn swift. Okay, so a yarn swift is used because when you have your hank of yarn, if you take that apart and then unwrap this, it's just a giant loop like this. So you place this around the yarn swift and that keeps it tangle free while you are either rolling a ball, that is a total option, or a better option, making a yarn cake with your yarn winder. It just simplifies everything. It's super fast and easy to use. Also, this one's just a little bit cheaper as well. This is also the Stanwood brand. Again, at the time of filming, it is $37 on Amazon. All right, number 9 on the list is in case you want to get your maker some sort of project, but it seems too intimidating to just, you know, pick out skeins of yarn, and that is to get a knitting kit. 2 of my favorite companies for knitting kits are We Are Knitters and then Wool and the Gang. They each have their own kind of unique style, so between the 2 of them, I feel like you could find a great style for anyone in your life, basically. The kits are just wonderful. I love kits, honestly. It's kind of a pain to like find a pattern and then you have to make sure if you have the right needles, if you have the right yarn, and you're getting it from all these different places. I love just having it all ready made for me. And honestly, the kits are all so cute. So here I have a We Are Knitters kit that I had hanging around. This one is for a beanie, and it just comes like nicely sealed in a little package like this and has everything you need: yarn, needles, pattern, a darning needle for weaving in the ends. It's wonderful, and it just takes a lot of the thought and effort out of it and just leaves you with all the fun. And they have all the kits are clearly labeled with a difficulty level. So if you have someone who's maybe more of a beginner knitter or crocheter, you can find one that's really easy. Or if your maker really likes a challenge, they have some pretty challenging ones as well that are super, super gorgeous. So aside from just the style differences, the yarn tends to be just a little bit different. We Are Knitters tends to have yarn that is, to me, this is obviously subjective, but I feel like it's a little bit heavier duty. So it tends to be a little bit heavier weight-wise, but it also lasts forever. My projects that I've done from We Are Knitters still look so, so good years later. And then Wool and the Gang also holds up super, super well. I have nothing but good to say about both of these companies. But Wool and the Gang yarn, in my experience, tends to be just a little more lightweight and a little bit softer. Both really, really fantastic options. I've made kits from both of them and have had just wonderful experiences. I've loved the ones that I've done, and I will be doing more in the future. Next is number 10, a little bit of a shift, and these are photo presets. So all of us as makers, we want to share our projects. You want to get that perfect picture for Instagram. And I mean, most of us aren't professional photographers. I'm really definitely not a professional photographer, but something that I found this year that has been an absolute game changer have been photo presets. One of my friends who does happen to be a professional photographer specifically recommended the Jess Kettle presets, and oh my gosh, you guys, I can't say enough good things about these. I really, really love them. Okay, so Jess Kettle has several options as far as presets. There's the Mobile Set 1 Classic Color, and as the name suggests, it's a little more of that classic look. It just kind of brightens everything a little bit and makes it, really enhances everything. And then there's Mobile Set 2 Modern Color, and it really is just that. I feel like it has a very kind of cool toned, modern, contemporary look to them. Again, really enhances photos really well. Then she also has the desktop presets, and this is really, really similar to the Classic Color, but just has kind of a couple slightly different options. And then she also has just the preset bundles where you get a discount if you buy all the sets. That's what I did. I really, really desperately wanted to make sure that I got an option that I really loved, and so I got all the options. I do use all of them, but honestly, I found myself time and time again just going back to the desktop presets. It gives me all the range of color that I really, really love. Yeah, so I've definitely found myself using that one over and over again. And if I could only buy one for my style, I would just get the desktop presets. Also, one cool thing with the presets is that she has, I think 7 or 8 different options in each one of these presets, and each one of them is specifically designed to deal with a different type of like lighting or color situation. So you can have a bunch of different photo situations, and these all help give a really uniform, cohesive look to your Instagram feed, or just, you know, your photo portfolio, whatever it is that you're working on. So yeah, but they're super easy to use. Jess gives really, really clear step-by-step video instructions on how to download the presets and then get them on your phone or on your computer and how to use them. So yeah, so for me, basically this has really been a game changer. I just take my normal amateur photos and then I'm able to do a really quick edit, like 1 or 2 clicks, and suddenly they look like $1 million. And oh my gosh, for an amateur photographer like me, seriously so empowering. All right, so next up, number 11. Obviously, as makers, we're all about that cozy lifestyle, and what's cozier than, you know, like a cup of coffee or cocoa or tea, and I just love having like a cute mug for that. So my girlfriend Liz from The Greater Good makes the cutest designs. I've been such a big fan for a long time. So I've slowly been gaining a collection. I have a number of her mugs now, and I consistently reach for them every time when I have to go grab a mug out of the cupboard. I just really love them. They're really high quality. She makes sure that everything in her shop is really high quality. So this is a really sturdy, high quality mug. Her designs are so cute. Obviously, mugs are a little bit on the cheaper end of things if you're looking for a really cute, meaningful gift, but you know, didn't want to spend $150. Okay, so next up, number 12, is a book that I've really, really loved this year. It's A Tribe Called Bliss by Lori Harder. I was actually first introduced to Lori when she tagged me in an Instagram photo. She had followed one of my tutorials to make a giant yarn blanket. And so obviously I was super flattered because she's like kind of a big deal. So I checked out her book, bought it off of Amazon, and you guys, I really loved it. It just spoke straight to my heart. It's all about how to really create meaningful and healthy female friendships as adults and how to sustain them well. I feel like as grown-up women, it's sometimes hard to find those like really great girlfriends. You know, you're not at school where friendships are just built in all around you. And so sometimes it's kind of a challenge. And then I think as makers, we all really tend to be kind of introverted. So we're oftentimes just at home knitting alone on our couch, and I mean that's, you know, a lot of fun, but not really a great way to meet people. So in her book, Lori goes over really clear, basic, practical ways to start building friendships with other women in healthy ways. And I have a number of really close girlfriends, so I wasn't sure that this was something that was gonna resonate with me, because I was like, well, I know how to make friends, right? But she shares her story in such She has a great story and she shares it in such an open, vulnerable way. I was honestly in tears at the end of the book. It's really encouraging, really uplifting, and really just spoke straight to my heart. Anyone who's looking for an inspirational, uplifting, really good heart talk sort of book, or is just wondering like, how the heck do I make friends as a grown-up? I think you'll really, really love this book. Also, Lori is just a delight, so, you know, that's great too. Okay, finishing off the list with number 13 is one of the coziest things in my cozy life this year, and that is the Our Maker Life sweatshirts. You guys, these things are so cozy and soft. I may have bought 3 so far. They're so soft on the inside. The designs are adorable. You've got like a crop top. All I do is make, no matter what. They've got a lot of fun colors. This one is a great play on the Friends logo, which I mean, obviously is wonderful. So they're a fantastic price. These ones at the time of filming are only $25 each. They're super cozy. Honestly, it's become my unofficial uniform for the colder months. I wear these things almost constantly. So yeah, super cute, super comfy, great price, and obviously I'm just a huge fan of Our Maker Life and everything that they're doing. All right, if you made it this far, thanks so much for sticking through this fun video. I hope this was fun and helpful. Again, all those links are below. A number of them have coupon codes. So yeah, I hope you find some good gifts for the maker in your life. Happy holidays, and I'll see you soon. Bye.